We are at Suzuka, Media Day at the Japanese Grand Prix, and already, this paddock has plenty to talk about. The atmosphere in the grandstands is exactly what you'd expect from Japan. Fans here from the moment the gates opened, exploring the pit lane, walking the start-finish straight, filling the fan zone. The morning brought rain, but the afternoon gave us sunshine, and Suzuka looked exactly as good as it always does. Inside the paddock, though, the mood is a different story entirely. The team everyone is watching this weekend is Aston Martin, and there is a lot to watch. 2 races in, 0 finishes. The opening to the 2026 season has difficult as any in recent memory for a team with this level of investment behind it, and the scrutiny here in Japan, Honda's home race, is considerable. On Jonathan Wheatley, there is nothing new to report today. No official confirmation of where he lands next. But the consensus in this paddock is that a gardening leave of around 1 year is the most likely outcome, which means no immediate impact on Aston Martin's current situation regardless of what eventually happens. What we can tell you is that inside the Aston Martin garage today, the team is making an effort to shape a more positive narrative. Lots of structured media sessions, lots of working the room, a team that knows it is under the microscope and is choosing to respond with work rather than words. Lance Stroll faced the media in the FIA press conference this afternoon. He didn't give much away, but he was clear about what the priorities are. More reliability, more performance from the power unit, and stopping the vibration, which was so severe in China that his teammate Alonso described losing feeling in his hands and feet between lap 20 and lap 35. That cannot happen again, and especially not to Lance, who is rumored to still nurture his past wrist injuries. At least, there was one genuinely bright moment in the Aston Martin camp today. Fernando Alonso is a new father, and the reason why the Spaniard skipped Media Day and on Friday FP1. The gender is still unknown, and whether Alonso has mapped out a special career in motorsports for his offspring. We are hoping to find out more tomorrow, and we will report back. But the man himself seemed in good spirits. Fatherhood will do that. Koji Watanabe spoke at length today, and it was a significant session. Here at Suzuka, the circuit built by Honda's founder Soichiro Honda, the weight of expectation is unlike anywhere else on the calendar. Watanabe spoke about wanting to show progress in front of the Japanese fans, about the challenges that remain, and about the gradual improvements the partnership is making. He was measured, but honest. There is still significant work ahead, and he acknowledged it. He was also clear on the relationship with Aston Martin. Despite the noise surrounding the team in recent weeks, Watanabe was firm. The communication between Honda and Aston Martin is solid. Both sides are working on the same problems with the same understanding. That is at least something. One of the positive stories from Media Day centers on Haas, and right now, Haas have earned the right to enjoy a moment like this. The best start to a season in the team's history in Formula One, and a roster of partnerships that reflects exactly how far this organization has come. The team have gone out of their way to bring their brand to the Japanese fans this week. And with Toyota as a title sponsor and key partner, and a vital piece of the team's future, this market matters more than most. Oliver Bearman took center stage in the promotional push as a driver who is now placed higher than 4-time world champion Max Verstappen and clear points leader inside the team, ranking 5th after 2 races. As part of the team's partnership with Toho, Japan's largest film studio, Bearman and Esteban Ocon were out in Tokyo meeting Godzilla, the actual Godzilla statue in central Tokyo. Not a bad week at the office. But the story that really caught our attention: both Haas drivers were given access to Toyota's private track and got behind the wheel of some of their most iconic cars. It was the first time for Bearman, as he missed last year's event. The Brit called it a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Looking at his face when he said it, you believe him completely. There was a lovely moment doing the rounds this week involving Kimi Antonelli. A photograph emerged of the Mercedes youngster high-fiving his grid kid ahead of the race, and someone dug out another photograph showing that 10 years ago, Antonelli himself was that grid kid at a Mercedes race, with Lewis Hamilton as his driver. Antonelli spoke about it in the press conference, and it was genuinely charming. He remembered being incredibly nervous walking up to Hamilton, having to gather himself before he could even approach him. When he finally got there, he gave him a high five and told him, "And this is a great detail. Good luck for the race. And remember, you're the best. Now on the other side of that moment, Antonelli says he always makes a point of showing his grid kid that he is genuinely happy there, that he wants them to enjoy every second of it. 10 years from a nervous grid kid telling Lewis Hamilton he's the best, to racing wheel to wheel with him in Formula One. Not a bad story. Not everyone had a smooth Thursday. The atmosphere at Red Bull was noticeably tense today, and it came to a head during Max Verstappen's media session. A journalist from The Guardian asked what Verstappen considered a provocative question. Max's response was unambiguous. He asked the journalist to leave. When they didn't move immediately, he made it clear, leave, or the session ends for everyone. The journalist left. It didn't sit well. Not with the Red Bull staff in the room, and not with the other media present. Besides this genuine awkward moment, Red Bull have confirmed they are bringing updates to Suzuka this weekend, and Verstappen has an exceptional record around this circuit. But that moment will linger, and it raises a question worth asking heading into race week. Is that the headspace of a driver ready to perform at his best? That is your Thursday Media Day report from Suzuka. We are here all weekend. Every session, every press conference, and the paddock access you won't get anywhere else. A couple of questions to leave you with heading into Friday practice. Did Max overreact today? Or does a driver have the right to control his own media environment? And can Aston Martin finally get both cars to the finish line this weekend on Honda's home ground with everything that means? Leave your thoughts in the comments. We read them. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are back tomorrow with full practice coverage. See you in the paddock.